So I find myself in the mountain kingdom of Lesotho, in Africa, with two good mates.
Lesotho was a dream of mine, but
being drunk in the pub made me say yes to the trip.
Getting to Lesotho was traumatic, resulting in a long day and us eventually losing daylight in the mountains. Episode 1 is well worth a watch.
Utterly broken.
But the next day was worth it, with amazing riding in Lesotho.
cheers. Cheers. Your face is disgusting and filthy.
The following day brought more incredible riding and mountain passes, and then more problems. Yeah, so that's it. So we're just chilling on a rock. We're a bit dirty, a bit smelly. I feel slightly out of place.
I can confirm this point. He is smelly and dirty.
We couldn't have picked a better morning for our Sani Pass attempt. The temperature was a perfect 26 degrees or 79 Fahrenheit, and we'd had an amazing night's sleep in a very hoity-toity hotel. All was well with the world.
Goodbye, Hotel Fantastico.
That was such an epic hotel.
It's left here, isn't it, mate? Yeah.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, and that was that place.
Yeah, I love that. That was a welcome break, I think. We leave our accommodation and start making our way to the base of Sani Pass. Because of its reputation, there was definitely some nerves mixed in with the excitement. Tomorrow morning is Sani Pass, the infamous Sani Pass, so we're sort of looking forward to it. There's a slight bit of trepidation, but we'll see. It should be a lot of fun. The road leading to the pass was amazing, and the closer we got, the more mountainous and twisty it became. And if you aren't aware of Sani Pass, it's an iconic route linking South Africa and Lesotho, but it has a fearsome reputation. The pass starts at just over 5,000 feet, or 1,500 metres, and it climbs to just under 10,000 feet, or 2,900 metres, and it's only 9 kilometres long. At the top, it has gradients of up to 1 in 3. And as amazing as this mountain road was, we're impatient to get to the start of the pass. We'd started the day here, and Sani Pass is here. And before we knew it, we were arriving at the South African border control into Lesotho. We exited South Africa at the border post, and we got a quick briefing on the condition of the pass from a couple of the four-wheel drive guides, and then we were off. Here we go, boys. Sani Pass.
Right, this is it. Everything I wanted.
As you can hear, riding this pass has been one of Nick's bucket list items. And it's one of the main reasons we came to Lesotho in the first place. Look at the scenery!
Hey, hang on. Is it stunning or amazing?
It's epic.
Outstanding. And water crossing, chaps?
Nice. The base of the pass is nothing like its fearsome reputation. In fact, it's got a lovely 1 in 20 gradient, very mellow. And although the camera isn't showing it yet, as you travel along, the gradient just starts to subtly increase. Well, considering we're at the very bottom, it's not as wide open and easy as I thought.
But don't start cursing it now.
No, so, yeah, that would be bad, right? Bad for morale. Oh man, this is amazing. Me. Excuse my French. And because of the stunning scenery all around you, you ended up paying no attention to the track, particularly at these lower levels, because it was still pretty easy going, and every so often a rock would catch you out. We knew that we'd encounter 1 or 2 of the 4-wheel drive tourist vehicles because it takes them around 2 to 3 hours to do the 9-kilometre pass, and meeting them at this lower level was fine. It was wide and it wasn't too steep yet, but I had everything crossed we wouldn't meet them in the more extreme sections. We'd already been warned that if we lost momentum, it might be tough to get going again. But at these lower levels, it just wasn't an issue. They were really courteous in letting us get past. And although it's still subtle, as we leave the valley floor, the gradient is definitely and noticeably starting to increase.
How you doing, Si?
I am good, sweating like a sweaty thing. And as you can see, as we climbed, the views of the Drakensberg Mountains just got better and better. The scenery was incredible, but you were sort of keeping one eye on the drop-offs and one eye on the pass, and it was quite hard to take in the scenery at times, but it really was stunning. Now Nick is a man of many talents. Drinking buddy, adventure instigator, artist.
I'm very disappointed that you missed the graffiti I left for you this morning.
But it turns out cameraman is not his forte.
Didn't press bloody...
It turns out pressing the record button was just a task too far. And before we reach the higher sections, we find a flat spot on the outside of a turn to take in the views. This is not bad, is it?
This is something else.
I'm sweating.
Me too.
And before we set off, we give Nick an even simpler camera. It's only got one button on it. Detailed instructions follow. Let's see how he does.
I'm not sure this video is going to be any good because you're too far away.
Oh well, with all the cameras removed from Nick, we set off again, heading towards the upper levels of Sani Pass.
Oh man, there's some seriously heavy panting going on here. Oh.
And as we started to work just a tiny bit harder with the terrain and the gradients, it only occurred to me afterwards what all of the huffing and the puffing was about. Up at 10,000 feet, there's 30% less oxygen than at sea level. And it was definitely making itself felt.
Okay, I can't stop, I'm afraid, boys.
And although frustratingly it doesn't show it on the camera, we'd reached the upper stages of the pass, and there was switchback after switchback, and the gradients were approaching those 1 in 3 that we'd been warned about. And you sort of got the feeling that if you stopped in the wrong place, you just wouldn't have the momentum to get going again on the loose surface.
Fucking hell, that's...
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh, this poor freaking clutch. Surely we're at the top, surely. Ah, hallelujah. Yeah!
I am shaking with adrenaline. Oh mate, well done.
You are actually shaking.
I'm literally... Oh my god.
Nick had stopped at one of the switchbacks and he'd struggled to get traction to get going again, but it wasn't long before he joined us at the top.
Oh, why didn't he fall off? Oh, I'd have laughed so much. Nice one, mate.
Well, good stuff, actually.
Happy?
Oh, fuck yeah! Sorry, yes!
Lived up to what you wanted?
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So we'd made it, although later that night, Jace showed us some minor battle scars. Any injuries from Sani Pass then, Jace?
Other than the grimacing death grip blisters,
on there.
Oh, ow, Jesus. Nice.
These beauties.
The condition of the pass changes frequently, and today I feel we'd got lucky. It had been in pretty good condition throughout. Nevertheless, riding the Sani Pass is considered a badge of honour for adventure bike riders, and it also felt really good to tick off one of Nick's bucket list items. Even more so when we discovered that the pass is scheduled to be tarmacked sometime in 2025 or 26. But now there was a drink with our name on it, in the highest pub in Africa. Before we got to our drink though, we had the border crossing into Lesotho, and it was as smooth and as friendly as every other border crossing we'd done this trip. They really are a friendly bunch.
Thank you.
And from the border crossing to the pub was only a few hundred yards away. But we couldn't even get that far without getting distracted.
Most excellent.
Oh, hello. What do we have here?
For my little boy, for my wife, for my girlfriend. What is this special hat?
My shepherd's.
Shepherd's hat! Oh, it's so warm, but my head is too big.
Okay, Nick, show me.
Oh,
Nick,
good.
you look handsome.
I look handsome. Okay, special deal.
So, with purchases made and a dashing shepherd's hat warming Nick's ears, we finally got to Africa's highest pub. And even if we say so ourselves, a very well-deserved beer.
Okay, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
All the boys kitting up, togging up with rain gear. The skies have gone really dark, and all we can hear is thunder.
We didn't even make it out of the car park before the heavens opened. The other side of the pass was a slight shock to the system. It was a beautifully tarmacked and pristine road, and it led further into the mountains but remained in amazing condition. And before we knew it, we'd arrived at the place we were staying for this evening.
This is nice. Yes, you can. We're here at the lodge. We made it. We are all shattered. We're all a bit knackered now. What a day. I keep saying what a day because they've all been brilliant. Hang on, let me show you where we're staying. To be honest, significantly better than I was expecting. Look at this. Heater. More beds than you can shake a stick at. And look outside the window. That's a pretty cool view. You can't open it, you can't get to it. You can't get out on the balcony, but you can look at it through the glass. Time for a beer. Good morning, lovely people. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to share this with you because I'm sat on the banks of the little river behind the lodge, just feeling the sun come up behind the mountains, and it's so peaceful. Just wanted to share it.
That large bang earlier, it's the trailer having come off of an articulated lorry. It's right outside the front. It's quite impressive.
I didn't hear that. You heard it, did you?
Yeah, it was one hell of a bang.
Oh, holy shit. I see they're hauling rocks. That's what this country needs. More rocks. They don't have enough of that. Wow, that's bad. I'm gonna drink in this scenery, make the most of it.
Yeah, too right.
As we all rode out of the lodge that morning, it was dawning on us that the trip was coming to an end. And we really made a conscious effort to drink in the scenery before we left this stunning, beautiful mountain kingdom behind us. You'll notice that Jace is very quiet today. In fact, Jace is non-existent today on the intercom, and that's because he forgot to charge it. I think he found more fun things to do in the bar than to remember to charge his intercom last night. And eventually we wound our way down off the mountains and into the valleys, through small sleepy towns, and the temperature was rising rapidly into the 30s, and it really was turning into a beautiful day. And then we had our first encounter with the Lesotho police. Turns out they're just as friendly as the Lesotho border guards.
Yeah, of course you can. You singing?
Yes, I'm singing.
You happy?
I am happy today.
You'll notice Jace and Nick just legging it. While the going's good, all for one and one for all. Unless it's a police checkpoint, where it appears it's every man for himself.
Oh, did you smell that? Oh, hello.
I did. I know. I mean, it's 10 a.m. and I'm already up for a bit of meat.
They do like a bit of cow in these parts.
Yeah, they certainly do. I mean, look at this. This is thriving. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? There's something about African markets are so vibrant.
Yeah. Look, she's got a bucket full of scones.
Oh, yeah.
On the left.
Yeah, spotted. Did you see the truck full of beer? That was what was grabbing my attention.
And then it was the final crossing of the trip, back into South Africa. And by this stage it was coming as no surprise to anybody that it was cheerful, swift and smooth. And with the temperatures rising into the mid-30s, we hit the roads back to Joburg.
miles.
Come on. Oh, it's sad. It's nice to get here, but it's sad. It's like mixed emotions.
Totally.
There's Mrs. McD.
Brilliantly, Steph was working in Joburg, so she came to welcome us back. Now, don't go just yet, because in a minute we're going to share the details of our next trip, and it's a big one. But for now, this one was over, and before we knew it, 3 very weary guys were on the long flight back to the UK. But as promised, here's what's coming up. This one was really special, and Steph and I can't wait to share it with you. There are a couple of videos to be released before this series, but it'll be out in a month or 2. It's great to be exploring with Steph again. Thanks for watching, stay subscribed for this amazing trip, and we'll see you all soon.